What's up, and welcome to another nightcap. It's your girl, China Escobar, and today we're going to talk about high frequency, high vibrations, and overall good vibes. But before we get started, I want to talk about a quick thing, which was not a thing, but a quick situation that happened most recently, if you haven't heard. Kim Porter passed away, and a lot of people sent out a lot of condolences and a lot of, love and support to Puffy and his family and everything like that. And that's, it was tremendous and spectacular. I don't think I was even one of those people who posted something on Puffy's Instagram because it was so sudden and so shocking. And she has a beautiful family. I think they all have a beautiful family together, right? Blended family. But I didn't really want to talk about that. Still wanted to send my condolences to that family. There are a lot of people out there who go through loss, sudden, tragic, for one reason or another. And I don't even really want to dwell on the loss aspect of it. But for those of us who still have our parents, our mother, our father, grandparents, uncles, aunts, cousins, friends, brothers, sisters, nieces, nephews, friends, everybody who you say that you love, it's very important that we show that love to those folks while they're here, while they can hear us, and while we can still have the dialogue. It's very important that we don't hold grudges. It's very important that we, bring resolution when there are situations that can cause us not to want to speak with one another. But I think that it's very important to tell those people while they're here, show them while they're here how much you love them, so that you don't say that you wish you had done, more or said more. And for those people who, when they transition and they get to speak their truth while the people are here, I think it's more of an easier situation to deal with. So I guess this whole message really is to caution those of us not to wait until the last minute or wait until you're at a service with somebody preaching over a body or ashes, because the time is now that we should take advantage of the time that we have with our loved ones and people that we really, really care about. Like, it's most important. Because you don't get a second chance at this thing, man. It's called life, and life, you only usually get one shot. Once you're gone, you're gone. So I think it's a precautionary tale, because you never know when something in your life can change, or when something in someone's life can change, and then you're looking down this road of regret, and you don't want to do that. So enjoy the life that you have, enjoy the people that are still here with you now, and celebrate life every day. All right, so every show I am committed to dedicating my creativity and my love of spirits, putting together some type of cocktail for you guys, showing it to you, sipping it while I'm talking, because this is the nightcap. So whatever you do, grab you a drink, get you something to smoke, whatever it is. I don't know what you do for a nightcap, but do it. And so I'm going to bring you a drink, I promise, and today is no exception to that rule. So here's the drink. It is called a Great Rising Sunshine. Great Rising Sun, which either one. But it is tequila, peach schnapps, and pineapple juice. And I do love pineapple juice. I'm often using that as a drink, but and sometimes you can add a little orange juice in there to make the color a little orangier, but that is and it is good. And God saw the light. It said that it was good. It was good. It's good, y'all. Dang. Good. Great Rising Sun. Yes, it's Great Rising Sunshine. Either one. It's so good. But yeah, that's the nightcap. So here we bring you entertainment, news, some serious shit, sometimes not so serious shit, and wrap it all up into one. So today we're going to be talking about high vibrations and high frequencies, overall good vibes. So a lot of people are talking about that, sending light, love, sending vibrations, sending white lights, and all that great stuff. And some people are on it because it sounds good, and some people really believe heavily in it, like it's their religion. And some people are in between, right dead center. They get the good, they, take a little bit from here and there and use what benefits them. One thing I wanted to talk about. So, well, these things I wanted to talk about, high vibrations, um, have to do with the frequency. So the higher the frequency, the higher the vibration. The lower the frequency, the lower the vibration. And I don't know if any of you remember studying this in school. Some of you, if you're in school and you're going over that kind of stuff through physics, it talks about that. Some people use it in their music. So they will do certain hertz. Sorry, guys, something's in my eye. Certain hertz for music because they want to set a certain tone and they want you to be on a certain frequency so that when you hear the music, you're on that same frequency. You're riding on that same frequency that they're on, right? Frequencies of higher, things that have a higher frequency vibrate faster. Things that have a lower frequency vibrate slower. It's kind of like ice. Ice has a lower frequency. It vibrates at a lower rate versus boiling water. The thing is, we're all cyclical, right? We go through highs and lows just like a heartbeat, and it's okay to be in the cycle of a low frequency. Some people won't tell you that. That's just life. But the key is not to stay in that low frequency and to then vibrate higher. We oftentimes think we wait for things to happen to us in order to vibrate higher or in order to have a higher frequency, and instead of choosing to vibrate or to be at a higher frequency. And those things are important, and the reason why is because we set the tone for our own lives. We set the tone for our own realities. You can pray, you can meditate, you can do all of those things, but at the end of the day, it's a decision. It's a yes or no answer. So if you decide that you want to vibrate higher, then there are things that you should do in order to help you get that place. Like, for instance, like for me, getting up in the morning is sometimes the hardest thing to do because I'm not a morning person. And then to get straight to task, sometimes it's just hard. It's the beginning that's hard for me. And what I started to do was I went to YouTube and I found inspirational compilations that was strictly on getting up and getting started, getting up and getting the day started. And that is something that I know that I need to work on. So that's something that I started doing. When you know that you are feeling depressed or sad, not just listening to good music, but also listening to positive words that'll feed into you, that'll also get you to vibrate at a higher frequency so that you'll be able to change your own reality. Because sometimes it's not the things around you that needs to change, it's just you. It helps you to respond differently to the situation that you're in. And instead of you seeing a problem, you may see an opportunity. So there was a conversation I had with a friend years ago. We talked about decisions, and I say you always have a decision, no matter what. When people say I had no choice, I always think that that's a cop out. You've always had a choice. There is a choice, just you may not want to make that other choice, or you may not want to make those other choices. And I gave the example of this. I said we could be looking at the same situation, but based on my experience or based on what I believe, I may come up with more options than you. And then someone else could come up and they could come up with more options than both of us based on their outlook. And that's life. Like, we are in control of everything that pretty much happens and how we react. how we react and what happens, because it's on you to determine if this is your reality, if that makes sense. So if you look at a situation and you say, listen, this is not my reality, then you'll make changes to your situation and to yourself, and then you come up with a new reality. People wonder why some people always seem to have things work out for them. I believe that it is their mindset and the things that they accept. I think it just comes down to that, what they accept and what their mindset is. So the purpose of having to vibrating on a higher frequency will take you from that lower level and gives you a higher vibration, and it gives you a higher energy. It puts you above certain things that are trying to drag you down. Sometimes you have to start off your day at a higher frequency, because you know that by the time 12 o'clock comes, you probably want to kill a couple of people. So yeah, it's okay to get upset. It's okay to be mad. It's okay to feel down. It's okay sometimes to even get into depressive, which depressed to me means you're below your normal range. You're somewhere down there. You're not even at your equilibrium. So you're below equilibrium. But the issue is not to stay there and to press to get an overall good vibe. Because at the end of the day, isn't that what it's all about? Being around people that give you good vibes, you giving out those same good vibes. Nobody wants to be around the negatives. I call them Eeyores. I don't like Eeyores. I stay away from them. They always depressed. They always down. They're always talking about nothing's working out for me. Every time you talk to them, it's a problem, right? They're sad. They're like life energy suckers. No one likes that. No one wants to be that person. Like, I hope you don't want to be that person. And you think, like, I never thought that I would be a Tigger, right? Because Tigger was always happy. Tigger got down sometimes, but Tigger got back up on his tail and hopped around, right? He got out of there. So my whole life's journey is to be a Tigger. TTFN, ta-ta for now to them Eeyores, bro. So at the end of the day, listen, let me give you some helpful hints and tips on how to get your energy up, how to get your frequencies up, how to come out of those depressive states sometimes when you're there. Okay, so the first thing is you have to be more mindful of the time. Sometimes you have to be more mindful of the things that you're listening to and watching, because TV is programming and so is the radio, quite honestly. So not saying that you can't listen to who you want to listen to, because I listen to Young Dolph, you know what I'm talking about? I listen to a lot of different people. I listen to all kinds of music, but I don't just give myself one side. You got to give yourself some good stuff too. Some people don't listen to Christian music because they don't believe in, the Christian way or whatever, but sometimes the energy and the uplifting and the good message in there gives you some stuff that you need, like, because everything can't be about, sex and money and drugs and, feeling down. So instead of, when you feel down, instead of listening to something that's going to keep you down, listen to something that'll bring you up and change your outlook and give you recharge and give you that to go out there and get it, right? That's number one. So change what you listen to and what you're watching. Number two, start reading more. Some people say, well, you can just read a novel or something like that. I think those things are good, but like I said, we're trying to change and get our frequencies up. So things that give you knowledge gives you confidence. So if you go out and you get something that teaches you something new, you learn something new, you develop a different type of, or a different theory or a different way of thinking, that gives you more confidence. So of course that's going to make you vibrate at a higher level. Another thing that you want to do is listen to like meditative music. If you do, like, listen to it right before you go to bed, or while you're going to sleep, or in the morning. For me, is what works better for me. Listen to stuff that's going to get me motivated. So those things help you to go get it. And I feel like if you do those things just right there, that's going to help you to vibrate higher. You vibrate higher when somebody or something makes you angry or puts you in another position, you can even tell yourself. Sometimes I just tell myself, lift your energy up. And I just feel like a Super Saiyan. And that just goes until I'm up enough to not even have that bother me anymore. So, all of those things, the importance of having good and positive energy is that it helps you to deal with life all together, and it helps you to shape your own world and shape your own destiny, and that's what it's all about. So, at the end of the day, brothers and sisters, that's what I'm challenging you to do. No matter what your frequency is today, no matter what your energy is today, to continue to raise it and go higher and higher and teach somebody else how to do it. And again, yo, this is your girl, China Escobar, drinking this here. Great rise and sunrise. Great rise and sun. Sorry. Great rise and sun. And this is the nightcap. Join me next week, every Saturday. All right? And I'll see you next time. Peace.